Alright, so today we're going to do a review video on these Joyroom JR203 Pros. These are your AirPod Pro knockoffs or clones. I recently did an unboxing video which I did not upload on these because I wanted to wait 2 or 3 days, use them properly, and actually validate the opinion I gave at the end of that video. That, sort of a mini review or a opinion on these was based off of 2 or 3 hours of use, maybe even less than that. But this is me after 3 or 4 days of using these, and I would say one thing: if the things I'm about to mention don't bother you as much as they did me, then you should probably and definitely go for these. And if they do bother you, then you should not buy them. For me, those were the biggest concerns, and they eventually came out to be true, as they do with almost all of the Chinese headphone developers. The number one biggest issue I had with these was the audio latency issue. I've never really actually done a review video on my products because I'm not really good with reviews that much, but I felt the need to do a review on these because a lot of people are probably looking at them, especially in the Middle East, because they're really popular here. And these are actually going for 300 reals, which is almost 80-90 bucks. So 300 reals is a big deal. You can probably add 100, 150 more and get a brand new sets of AirPod Generation 1s. So that's a kind of a hefty price to pay for knockoffs. But one thing that I did mention in my unboxing video as well, these do fit your AirPod Pro cases. But let me get back to the subject: audio latency issue. There's a huge audio latency issue with this device actually. So for those of you who don't know what audio latency is when you have headphones in and you're playing a video and the video and the audio is not in sync properly. Okay, so now I'm going to give you an example of what audio latency issues are, and I hope I don't get copyrighted for this because this video is not mine. Um, he's a great movie reviewer. Just notice the video and the audio. I'm going to put the headphones closer to my microphone, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Once again, reprising her role as Harley Quinn, she was easily the best part of Suicide Squad, so it only makes sense. And after breaking up with the Joker, she joins Black Canary, Huntress, and Renee Montoya. Took the one thing about that movie that really worked and put it in this one. So, as you can see, this headphone or these headphones have the audio latency issue. That's one issue, and maybe you don't watch a lot of videos, you only want them for music listening. So, I'll get straight to the point. These are good to listen to if these are good to listen to music with and good to talk on. Like, they have a decent microphone, and you can probably have a good conversation on the phone with these in. But the biggest problem these have had so far for me is they are very, very, very touch sensitive, and there's no way you can control the touch sensitivity for it. I'll give you an example again. I'll pull out my phone. This is my phone. These are the headphones connected to it, right? I'll try to pull them out and actually try to put them in. This is how you hold them, right? You put them in and they're triggered. They probably trigger something if you're using these to make a call. Then if even if you're just trying to put them in your ear, sometimes they just get out a little bit and you try to fit them again. In that moment, you will actually reject the call because they're too sensitive to touch. And once you click them once, the whoever you're on call with will feel like you hung up on them. And just for the 2 days I've used it, I've had to give so many explanations to people how I didn't hung up on them, but actually I was just adjusting my headphones. So yeah, that's a big issue. Also, when you play videos on these and even when you listen to music on these, somehow randomly, if you move your head a little bit, if you move your head a little bit, or if you're walking or whatever, or if you're jogging, these will constantly pause and then resume, pause and then resume. So I don't know how many of you are actually pay any kind of mind to these kind of situations or issues, but for me these are really, really important, and these are really bad to a point where I will have to return these, and I am going to return these, and I'm actually going to get the Samsung ones because Apple products don't work that well with the official Apple products don't work that well with Android, and there's no purpose of me trying to make them with Android. This iPhone is my secondary device. I literally don't use it at all. My main phone is now the Galaxy S10 Plus. I'll hopefully get the S20, one of the S20s. Um, but a few years ago, I actually, maybe 6 to 8 months ago, I actually had the whole iPhone setup with the Apple Watch, with AirPods, and iPhone. It was the most simplistic and boring experience I've ever had, but it was still enjoyable in the fact that I know what kind of people go for iPhones, and the people who iPhone is aiming at with, they're aiming at people who want a simplistic experience, that just want to make some apps work, make some calls, send some text messages, that's it. Those are the people who are trying to buy an iPhone. For me, I've always been a tech nerd. I started this channel maybe 4 or 5 years ago when I was like 13, 14, and I was never one of those people. To a point where now I have even on my own actually learned how to hardware repair phones. First, I only knew what I knew about software and how to fix them, and now I also know how to hardware fix hardware department issues are also what I can fix. And iPhones are, of course, not known for you to fix them at home or even at a local repair shop, because these are so complicated. These are very, very, very complicated. I actually did a video on this phone. I did a whole restoration video where I changed the body. I put in this mod of the lighting Apple logo, changed the whole chassis of the phone screen, many other things. And in that process that I thought was easy enough, I broke 2 or 3 of the resistors on the LCD board, and I had to pay more than 200 reals to get that fixed. So in total, I'm actually into this phone more than its market value. These are that hard to fix, and this is a more than 2 3 year old device, more than 3 year old device. So you can probably judge by that. Really, really complicated. This was the pinnacle in iPhones, where they made everything complicated after this. So that was unnecessary rant, but let's get back to the product. These are the issues I've dealt with, and audio latency is a big issue for me. But if you really do want this, you can get them. I mean, you can try them for yourself if you have an option to return these afterwards. But for me, these are the issues I have faced so far, and these were, major big issues for me. Especially the issue where it just keeps pausing again and again. I cannot adjust them in my ear without hanging up on someone or without pausing what I'm trying to see. So, I mean, that's about it. And if you feel like you have any more questions that you might probably want to ask about these, you can hit me up down below, and I will be sure to reply to your comment. And if you want to see an unboxing video on this, I'll put up an unboxing video, and right after I will also put up the review video, because it's important for the people who will see the unboxing video. So I will also actually try to give a disclaimer now, before the video for my unboxing starts, for people to watch the review video, because it will help them. So if you want to see the whole restoration video solely from with the help of parts for this device, go check that out. It's in my recent videos I uploaded. I also did a restoration of a Galaxy Note 4. That was pretty cool, because I put a white frame with the black phone. That looked pretty cool. Also did a J7 Pro restoration, among very many other things. I have also, a few of my videos are really blowing up. They were about the Omnitrix for your Galaxy Gear S3, the smartwatch. I did a Omnitrix app for this. That will be also, I will link all of these videos down below, hopefully. And again, thanks for watching, and have a great day.